But more than anything, he really loved to go fishing. In other words, the reason I say that because he would keep his fishing gear in his trunk of the beige Maxima. I mean, he would keep it in his trunk every single day. Every time our family would visit Rome, Georgia, he would go fishing or be gone fishing. And it didn't matter that when I went fishing with him, it didn't matter how long we sat behind Florida Junior College or at the lake, as long as I got a chance to fish with him. But with that being said, we would sit there for hours and hours and hours, and we would have great conversations. But as we sat, I began to wonder, Yolanda, how come I wasn't getting a bite? You know, I wasn't catching no fish. You know, wasn't no fish coming to me, you know, and the thing about Wanda, he was yanking them in, Jim. He was yanking in cracker. He was yanking in bass. He was yanking in catfish, Sister Mercy. He was catching all the fish. And I didn't catch no fish, Michael. But one thing I do love, even if I didn't catch a single fish, I love to eat fish. Because when he caught them, I ate them, Sister John. Ain't nothing like eating fish. And so Felton really loved catching fish. And with that being said, Sister Maureen, back in Galilee, Jesus teaches sizable crowds while standing on the shore of Lake Gennesaret. And Matthew and Mark tells the story in their Gospels, but they call it the Sea of Galilee, but the Gennesaret sounds a little bit more funner to say. But they was at a lake. And so while they was at the lake, here comes Jesus. Jesus comes to Peter, and he requests that may he sit in his boat. And Peter pulls up the anchor and puts Jesus in the boat, and Jesus pulls out into the water. He begins to preach and teach to the crowd that was willing to listen. And to me, I think that was really odd that Jesus would pull the people from the shore and get in the boat and go fishing with two guys, but he would also preach and teach at the same time. I think Jesus was really multitasking there. But he went out with Simon Peter as they pushed out to the waters. As Jesus complete his conversation with the crowd, Jesus tells Peter to move out further into the water, move out deeper in the water. And the thing about it, Peter and Jesus had already had a relationship, because in Gospel of Matthew chapter 4, Jesus had already healed Peter's mother-in-law. He already healed him. But when they went out deeper into the water, guess what happened? They began to catch all this type of fish, because Peter and the boys had been out fishing almost all day, and they hadn't caught a drop of fish. And so when Jesus tells them to go out further, all of a sudden the nets begin to get heavy, and they said that they caught so much fish that the nets were beginning to break. And so with that being said, Peter falls to his knees and said, Master, I am not worthy to be in the same boat you're in. Because he know how the anointing that was on Jesus. And so with that being said, as they begin to go back to the shore with all this great catch, Jesus told Peter and his comrades that this day you will be fishers of men. And so with that being said, my brothers and sisters, do you love Jesus? I mean, for real, do you really love Jesus? I know you're nodding your head, you said, I know you love Jesus on a Sunday. But do you love Jesus on Monday when you don't feel like going to work? Do you love Jesus on Tuesdays when your head aches and your back is aching? Do you love Jesus on Wednesday after them kids at the elementary school or high school got on your last nerve? Do you love Jesus on Thursday? Or do we forget about Jesus on Friday and forget about on Saturday when you're doing your own thing? Do you love Jesus? Well, it's time to go fishing. I'm not saying that you got to get you a fishing rod and get you some worms or some minnows, but it's time to go fishing. John tells us that if you love Jesus, then you'll be going fishing for others. It's time to tend the sheep. It's time to tend the lamb. It's time to put, you say you love Jesus, into action. And the way we do that is first that we need to see that there is a need. We need to see that there is a need. You need to see that a vision of people that need some type of help. 1 John 3:17, John tells us, but if someone who is supposed to be a Christian has money enough to live well and sees a brother in need and won't help him, how can God's love be within him? In other words, love sees the needs of others. Love sees those people that are in troubling circumstances. According to the latest statistic, over 840 million people worldwide are chronically undernourished. Every day, 26,000 young children die due to poverty, hunger, and sickness. With so much of the world's population in such terrible condition, what's a Christian to do? What is your response? Christians should respond to global poverty and hunger with some type of compassion. Having true compassion for the needy is a model of what Jesus talked about, loving others. In other words, when was the last time you helped someone in need? I guarantee you probably run by somebody daily. It might be somebody on your